A few months from today, I used to care way too much about what others used to think of me. What actions should I be taking or not? Should I say this or should I do this or what would this person be? The problem with that was I was putting myself at stake, what I really wanted, what my desires were, or what my wants and needs were. It was so bad that I would think twice before asking my roommate to turn the AC on because I would be like, oh, what would he think? I have to be a good roommate and all that stuff. I was not assertive, but this is some of the main reasons why people today are so anxious because you need to learn how to not give a fuck about what other people think. It's interesting because I'm here late recording this. It's like 5:36 right now. So the sun is setting, as you can see, and there's so many people here outside here, and a lot of them are looking at me right now. Some guy just smiled because he heard that. He was doing his jumping jacks and he just stopped and started looking at me. So it's interesting because few months from today I wouldn't be here recording this. I would have been like, oh, what would these other people think? Would they take a photo of me and send it on WhatsApp groups and everything in the university? The thing is, before taking any action or saying anything, I used to think of the worst case scenario. If I tell my roommate to turn the AC on or off like an year from now, I used to be like, I don't want to fight, so let me just leave it on. Oh, okay, it's very cold, I can't sit here that much, but okay, fine, I'll just suffer. Think about it. I used to be okay with not telling someone that it's too cold and suffer because I was scared of starting a fight or something. Did that happen? Obviously not. None of that shit happened. We tend to think of these extreme case scenarios in our brain, like if I tell this or do this, because we give too much of fucks. So we think of these extreme case scenarios as a cope, like a lizard brain Jeffrey mindset. And obviously it's something very easy to overcome if you just try it once. Just say what you want to say. you know the other thing that is there, which is a big problem, is it fucks up your self-esteem so much. Your self-image is the relationship you have with yourself. And because your brain is continuously fighting, like, oh, you should say this because you should stand up for yourself, like, oh, like your roommate is doing this or this person is saying that and you don't like it, just make fun of them, right? Do this, do that. But then your brain would be like, no, you should be nice and kind and everything, and you should be nice and kind, I'm not saying that, but not at your own expense. That's the first stage. You should stand up for yourself and not give a fuck, because see, if the other person in front of you is not giving a single fuck about what they are saying, whether it hurts you or not, why the fuck should you care? And as a matter of fact, most people don't care. Like, I can give you an example. Go to a random guy or girl in your class, okay, and just say something brain dead to them if you're sitting right next to them. you know Just go say, ask them like, excuse me, and she'll be like, yeah, what's the color of a tomato? She'll be like, red. You'll be like, okay, thank you. And then just continue scrolling on your phone. Bro, believe me, she's gonna be so confused. She's gonna start talking to you because she'll be like, wow, what a who no one has asked me about that. You do this to any guy or girl, they're gonna be interested. Like, why did they do that? They won't be thinking like, oh, they'll think you're a creep and they'll record the video file and they'll send it to their group, girls or boys group chat, and make fun of you. Like, bro, I'm recording this video right now, right? There's at least 12 people I can see around me. No one is looking at me. None of them are looking at me. You think someone would take a photo and send it on some groups? No, none of that shit happens. Bro, none of those extreme case scenarios that you think in your brain happens. I was a person, when I used to walk down the corridor, I used to like do this. So like if someone is coming, I would like do this automatically. So I wouldn't hurt them, like not shoulder hit them. Sorry. I used to do that until I realized, no, that's just such a pussy thing to do. So I learned the subtle art of not giving a fuck, and I just stopped doing this. I would just continuously walk. And guess what? I haven't been hit, like the shoulder hit thing that happens, right? You're walking and you hit someone's shoulder hard, tank them. That hasn't happened yet. It's been 5 months since I've been doing this. It doesn't happen anymore. This is also one of the reasons why you are not assertive, because not just because you can't stand up for yourself and everything, because you take and consider the extreme case scenarios that will happen. because you care too much. You give too many fucks. Like, bro, this advice has been given to you so many times, but most people do not care about you. I'm not saying they literally don't care about you. Like, if something bad happens, obviously a lot of people who you didn't even know were your friends would come and help you. But in this normal day-to-day shit that you say and do, they don't care. Like, you haven't, like, it's like self-oppression, if that makes any sense. I know it kind of sounds cringe, but like, it's like you're literally oppressing yourself because you don't want to make anyone else mad. Like, bro, you can't please everyone. This is like a big problem for me, right? You can't please everyone. You just can't. Then why are you trying to? You should be your true authentic self. You don't have to pretend in front of anyone else to get their validation, because their validation does not matter. It literally does not. You're pretending to be someone else and not being your authentic true self, because see, you can't get or please everyone, right? So you might as well be your true authentic self so you can get proper good friends. That's so important. Like, you might have been watching this video and would have been like, oh, so does that mean I should be an asshole? Does that mean I should be a prick? No, 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 you shouldn't be an asshole or a prick, obviously not. What I'm saying is, you should subtly not give a fuck, because you're so preoccupied with thinking about this shit. Like, say this, do that, what will happen, especially like time based stuff, like 2 months from now this will happen, I have an exam, what will I do and everything. I'm like just overthinking and everything, right? Like, oh, like this stuff, bro, it's gonna come in 2 months. All you can do right now is just study. You study right now, you ask the teacher, you ask your friends for previous year's paper or something. That's it. You can't do anything right now. Okay, it's normal to worry about the future, but that's like, I don't really worry much about it anymore. Like, bro, believe me, and a year from today, I used to be so anxious. People would like look at me, my good friends would look at me and be like, what happened? And I would tell them about my worries, and they used to be like, bro, you think too much, you too caring of your life and others. And it's ironic that you give so much fucks because you're too caring about your life, but you're not really being too caring about your life. You're actually putting yourself at an expense so you don't get other people mad, so you don't go to those extreme scenarios that will never fucking happen. So that, and one last thing is, okay, let's take, you stop giving a fuck, right? And let's say you get in a problem. So like, oh, you told me to not give a fuck, now I'm getting in a problem. Bro, you won't get in a problem, you literally won't. And even if you do, it will be a learning lesson. It will be a learning lesson for you, so you'll know how much of fucks you should give and how much of fucks you shouldn't give. Because right now, bro, you give, like, if this is too much fucks, this is no fucks, you're literally here. Most people are here. Most people can't even take a decision by themselves, should they go or not, or buy this or not. Even right now, I struggle with taking decisions by myself. But bro, to be your so true authentic self would propel you to like the next level of success or whatever you want. And at best, if others can't accept you for who you are, then they were never meant to be compatible with you. So you need to learn how to not give a fuck. You can read the book The Subtle of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Pretty good book. That's the only book I've read of his. And yeah, take care, thank you, and learn how to give less fucks. Okay, it's pretty golden tip. Yeah, it's like a really really important thing for me that helped me a lot, and it's still helping me. Okay, I'm still on that process. Thank you, take care, bye.